I'm moving a little bit faster now. All right. Blade, here we go. I need to turn. No, I'll leave everything on. This will be fine. I'm gonna make a new fill layer here. Actually, I need to make a folder first. I mean, that's the way I like to work, guys. I highly encourage you to try to pick up this workflow here. I'm gonna make a black mask in this folder, and I'm simply gonna say, I'm gonna make a paint and say everything in that paint layer, everything in this paint goes to that map. There we go. So now everything in this folder is masked off to just that mask. So only my blade should be affected by all of this. Okay. I need some kind of grungy thing going on here. I could work with filters. There's some interesting stuff in here that we can do, like a raw metal or grainy would, grainy would probably be nice for what that thing was. We'll take a look here and see. Let me try, like this is what raw, like the raw metal I think is really cool. It's definitely a good effect. Actually, that might work. Raw metal. Okay. So this is what the base of that sword's going to look like, is something like this. But what we're going to do here is we're going to use clear coat to actually make it look shiny on the outside. So it's giving us one more layer of normals and roughness to work with. Okay, it's not a cheap effect, but it can be done. So we'll stick with it. We'll see what we can get here. So I'm gonna stick with that. Raw metal looks good for me. I currently, I guess I do have control over color and stuff too. So let's get like a golden color in here. Does that work or not? Yay or nay? Okay, so maybe the color, yeah. I think these are just brush settings. Yeah, it's just brush. This isn't a fill node. So I'm gonna do the filling with over here real quick. Let me take everything off here. I don't want that stuff interfering right now. I want let's get that color in there. A nice like sorry, like I'm super colorblind, so we're gonna try to go like more golden with it, I guess. Let me pump up the saturation just a little bit more. I think that'll be good, like that. I don't know, maybe a little bit brighter too. We'll see if that works. It's probably like green, I'm sure. I don't know. This is a weird color to begin with, and it's got a lot of effects in there. Anybody who can see color, give me some guidance. Maybe down on the saturation a little bit more. There we go. That's okay. You guys don't have to help me. Looks like a color changing greenish yellow emerald. Yeah. Like an emerald kind of color. I don't know. She can pick out her color, basically, right? Right now, looking at the texture here, though, I'm going to say that I want to increase the scale up so that we're getting tinier effects like this. I want the detail intensity to be a lot lower. It's just way too intense. Just bring it down. I don't know. Truthfully, I think the roughness needs to get affected here too. We need to be shiny, but not like reflective shiny. That might be good like that. more of like an aluminum kind of color. Truthfully, like we really need like some anisotropy in there, but you guys don't know what that is, and I don't know. That's a little bit above my pay grade right now. Just play with the effect till you get it looking good. Honestly, I think, you know, we need some kind of speckle going on in there. Some kind of breakup in the roughness, truthfully. So, yeah, I'm gonna put some kind of, I need to put some kind of grunge in here, some noisy grunge. Because I want that. I want more for my roughness. Roughness is just too weak right now. Like a black mask, let's fill it. Put a fill in there. Try to find something grainy. Concrete, maybe. Bye. Let me see what this is doing. I just want this affecting roughness right now. So I'm just gonna say, hey, roughness, only you. I don't know. I need to come to that grunge and increase contrast. See what we're getting here with this thing. Like I want more, but then like chopped up a lot more. Really, really grainy. Okay, that's good for me. Let's see what we're getting here. All right, maybe just a little bit of color. I'm gonna try to grab the same color as this, but just go, you know, a little bit darker with it, kind of just a little bit of a stain to it kind of thing. Just some tarnishing of the metal I think would look really good. It'll probably help out with what we're gonna do with it too. Okay, not too bad. I think we're getting that base material looking good so far. So we'll stick with that. You know, I obviously lost the color from my indent there. I'm not gonna really worry about that. You know, her stuff is not gonna have that, so I think we'll be good. All right. So now that that's set up, actually what I want to do here, whatever, I'm just gonna export this guy. No, I need something else too. Okay, you know, whatever. I'm gonna export this out. Let's go to Sketchfab. I hope this thing loads up fast enough to get it in here so we can see things. You know, maybe, I'll export this thing at 2048, so maybe Sketchfab won't like take 5 hours to load it up. How about that, right? I think this will look good in 2K resolution, honestly. We don't have to be at 4K, and it's your guys' call on that, really. At the end of the project, that's when we say, let's go down to 2K resolution. Okay, so I want albedo, roughness, metallic. Yeah, just give me all that. Okay, maps coming in. Here we go. Thank you. You found me. Update existing model. I want to update my katana high. Did I not make that public or something? Hold on a minute here. it should be visible. I can't make it private. I don't even have that kind of account. So where are you? Where are you, brother? I don't want the wrapped game katana, because that's the... Here, you know what? I wonder, it's probably not letting me see it, because I have it up, you know, loaded up right now. It's not a draft. Let me just get off of this, and... You know, I'll come to collections. I don't know, I mean, sometimes I feel like it might do that. Or maybe I need to log in again. Seriously? It's just labeled Katana High. It should be in there. So, yeah, something's wrong. Anybody have that happen where they just can't find their model in here? I don't know if there's anything. In here that I really want to get rid of. No? No, it hasn't happened to me. I'm gonna get rid of my boxer brief guy that I used. Okay, so if anybody wants to see what this thing looks like, it's under my Big Jim underwear model. Alright, let's get off of that. Sorry. We'll have to wait for this thing to re-upload. That's unfortunate. That's the model that I want to re-upload to. Whatever. I kinda don't want underwear on my portfolio anymore anyways. Okay, so something else I need to do too while that's loading is I need to do something else here too, and I need to make a mask just for clear coat to work the right way, okay? So this is actually gonna be something pretty different. I need to turn everything off of this model, basically. It might just be easier for me to load up another game res model. Thankfully, everything's in folders, so, you know, as I'm working here, this should be pretty easy to see. And pretty easy to turn everything off. Okay, but there we go. Everything's turned off. My baked stuff is the only thing that's showing up there. Okay. I'm gonna make a fill node here. And we're gonna make this super simple. Black and white. Actually, I need two filters. I need one that's pure white and one that's pure black. And all I want is color. So I'm gonna make a mask here, basically, though. Okay, I want the whole model to be black, except for my blade, which I want to be white. So I'm going to make a, here, let me pull this guy up here, make a black mask, paint into that mask, and everything right there gets the white treatment. Oh, see? That guy keeps getting selected. I knew there was a problem with that. I was having a problem with this on my other models. I really don't know why that happens. Let me X this out again here. And let me just try polygons instead. Oh, see, it keeps doing it. What is your problem, model? This must be overlapping or way too close to something. I don't know. I do not know. Anyways, this is what I want to get out of the model here. Pure black and pure white. Okay? If we go to press C, this is what my base color looks like. That's exactly what I want. I do not need a lot of resolution for this map at all. If we actually look at my UVs, you're going to see, like, not a lot happening here, right? It doesn't need to be an intense map at all. I'm going to go for 256 by 256, honestly. I think that'll get the job done. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to export textures now. I don't need to take this straight to Sketchfab. Sketchfab's not even going to know what the heck to do with it. It's probably my model saying it's ready to go. Yep, good. Just right on time. Right on time. 256 by 256 is all I want. Sorry, wait a minute. I need to go back to my settings and say that I don't want this thing. Let me go to my export presets because okay, good. All I have is, I don't even want opacity. Clear it up. I only want base color coming out of this thing. Okay, so new preset 1. I should only be getting base color. There it is. Let me make sure it's not going to Substance Painter. I just want to go, let's just take it to the desktop. No, 256, brother. 256. Okay. All set. Exporting it out pretty fast. Black and white mask is ignited. Ready to go. Not too crazy, right? Okay. Let's go to Sketchfab and see what we got here now. Don't give me underwear, please. Okay, there's my katana. There we go, in all its brilliance. Let's go to 3D settings and play with this thing now. This might be a good tutorial for clear coat. Something I haven't really done. I'm gonna save the view here so we just lock in on that camera. Okay. I want a background. Didn't have that on by default. Let's go straight to materials and get this thing taken care of here though, okay? Ooh, I forgot about the bandage. I should have masked the bandage off, basically, okay? I'm gonna ignore that for right now, pretend like it wasn't there. Just think about it, right? Things look like they're plugged in the right way though. I know that I probably don't have anything like really fancy going on with this model. Everything looks like it's plugged in the right way though, truthfully. Hey yo. No emissives. Single-sided with faces, please. Specularity, let's bump that up a little bit. I want some really bright shines happening here. Lighting, I have no lights on this model. That's why it looks so nasty. Do 3-point lighting. Get a nice, like, environmental shot here. There we go. All right, so now I got some decent lighting going on here. Let's go a little bit. Change the orientation here to something like that and play with the brightness a little bit more. There we go. Shadows are on, please. All right. I got my material set up. Let's get that clear coat on now. So I have that grainy surface happening there. And now I'm gonna put a clear coat on it and seal it in. So you kind of see it working already now. Right? How it looks like I got this like sheen roughness happening there. But I need to play around with it because it's on my entire model now. Right? This whole thing looks like it's encased in plastic. I don't want that. I only want it on my blade, so I'm gonna come over to intensity. I need to import that new map that I just made in my desktop. RGB alpha, that's the one. 256, like I said, it doesn't have to be intense. And now, this should be working the right way. You see, this stuff looks like it's working the right way, but I still have that clear coat on this guy here. Cool, right? Let me play with the thickness of this thing and make it look even thicker. And let me put a tint on this thing. Now, hers was kind of black. I'll put a black on there. Where's my opacity at? I thought the opacity was there. No, let me just kind of lower the intensity on this thing. So, I mean, I have my slider here. I don't really need that. You know, that's what I need to do. Sorry, let me keep that intensity up. And let me just play with my thickness now, right? And you see, now I'm getting that effect. Cased in, closed in, right? Now, what's not, I mean, what doesn't look good about this right now is, you know, obviously my bandage is cased in there. That doesn't look too good. You know, probably not going to happen. And my normals right here are not working. Okay, so I know that I normal mapped that, let me turn this off real quick. I normal mapped this thing in there. I think this needs to be flipped. There we go. My normals were all backwards. But this depression on my blade here is not coming along for the ride because it's not part of that normal map. So it's gonna look like it's encased in there too. Right. I can play with roughness. You know, it doesn't have to be that shiny. I don't have another normal map to use, but if you did have something that you wanted to do with this, then you could, okay? You know, if I... Sorry, there we go. Reflectivity too. We can bump up reflection. Get a little bit more of the environment in there. Thickness is gonna take more of that color away, so you know. But I think that's gonna do it. Just like that. Now, you know what? I'm kind of curious now that I'm thinking about it. I'm wondering if we can't just take the intensity and play with that a little bit more so that we actually are getting like more dark down the corners, or you do that on the material itself. So, you know, if we're looking at the reference here, we're getting like more of a dark silhouette around this thing. You know, there's that darkness happening around it. Where if we're working on, if we're working with that raw metal, you can kind of like blur the edges and maybe get some of that faked darkness in there and kind of get that fall off kind of faked in there at first. And just kind of go with this. But, you know, I hope you guys see what's happening there and what's going on with that. There's that SSAO filter I want to have on. Killing me here. Everything looks so flat without it. Get some sharpness going on here too. Vignette, you know. This is kind of what's going on. Too much vignette.